Welcome back to another video of rating my favorites of a certain Pokemon type. Today's typing is Steel. Now, Steel is not my favorite, and in the couple of early generations there wasn't many Steel Pokemon, but let's start with Gen 1. So in Gen 1 we had two, obviously, Magnemite and Magneton. I'm gonna go with Magnemite. They were cute. I don't believe they were Steel when they originally came out because I think Steel was a later addition, but I do like them. I think they're fun. Alright, Gen 2 though. This gen actually was really fun because it brought in Steelix, which I know people were kind of excited about because Onix was like the only one without like an evolution, or one of the only few. But I actually really like Scizor. He was really cool. I love like the striking red. It reminds me of a Pokeball in like a really weird way. Gen 3 though, I was surprised. I didn't realize that Jirachi was a Steel, and I'm gonna have to go with Jirachi for this one because he's a cutie patootie. Gen 4 though, we've got some really cuties. However, y'all know that I have a weird fascination for Nosepass and Probopass, so I'm gonna go with them. I don't know why, I just really adore them as Pokemon. I think they're so silly looking. Gen 5, however, we have, let me come back up here. So Gen 5, we actually have some interesting Pokemon here. Wasn't my favorite generation of any like typing, but I think I'll also go for the Pawniard. They seem like kind of a fun addition, and also kind of like the bug aspects to them as well. Our next generation, we have a couple of cool Pokemon in here. Now, originally I was gonna go for the Honedge and the Shield Pokemon, but I think actually Klefki has my heart because they're just like little like key Pokemon, and I kind of love that idea. Our next generation has a couple of cutie patooties as well. However, in this generation there is a Pokemon that I actually adore, and that is Magearna. I love that they are like an artificial Pokemon, and I kind of like adore them actually, and their design. Our next generation then, of course, is going to be straight ahead. We're going to go for Hisuian Goodra. Y'all know that I love Goodra. They are absolutely adorable. I also was a little bit like, I don't really like the Zamensa and the Behemoth, like the Zacian, like legendaries of this one. So I'm going to go with the Goodra, but those legendaries were always weird to me. For some reason, I didn't really vibe with them. Our last generation, however, has my husband's favorite Pokemon, which is, or one of his favorite Pokemon, which is Tinkatink. He actually really loves these like pink hammer Pokemon, and I believe he ended up getting the Tinkaton, so I'm gonna go with them for this. However, if we go back up and we have a look through all of these Pokemon, I think my favorite out of all of these would have to be, it's gonna have to be Kefki. Is Kefki or Magearna? We're gonna go with Kefki because they're adorable and I feel like they deserve to be there.